1. So yesterday we were working on this little racing game. So if I show that off really quickly, I control the blue car, I can control the acceleration, so I can brake, I can speed up. The car drives itself. This is basically very similar to LEGO Stunt Rally, because I really liked that game. Well, at least the controls are similar. The actual physics still need a lot of work, but it kind of does drive around the track, and it does do its best. But today, there's a lot of things that I realize there's a lot of things that can be optimized and fixed. But yeah, I really don't like some of the issues with it, especially the way it turns like on a dime like that. Not a huge fan of it. So I think there are a couple ways to fix that. But yeah, whenever you crash into a wall, it reduces you to the minimum speed. So that's why this car is going as slow as possible. It's because it starts out at a moderate speed, but then crashes into the wall. It goes at the minimum speed. So one of the things that can be optimized is the actual track itself. Right now it's sort of a tile-based thing. There's exactly zero reason for that I realized. Well, at the moment. Later on there will actually be good reason to do that, but for now it's really not necessary. The other thing too is that I would like to have different lanes, the same way that Stunt Rally did, where you could influence which lane your car drove in. You could sort of press a key to switch lanes, I believe is how it worked. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but that's kind of what I want to do, is you just press a key and it tries to switch lanes. So that means that the whole waypoint system is going to have to be redone, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, and then I also want to convert these to probably just, well, no, I'm going to still keep them as like non-collidable objects. But I think, well, actually, now that I think about it, we can do this pretty easily, because we can go into prefabs. We can take the road sort of straight thing, and we can just get rid of that. But first, let us actually add the extra lanes, because I want to do that. So let's just raise that up, up a little bit. And then what we will do is we will make it, I don't know, 0.1 or 0.2. Yeah, 0.1 is probably fine. And then 0.3, 0.4, 0.15 is what this width will be. And then this will be a white thing. Yeah, I think that will work. Let's just wedge that a little bit further into the ground. Perfect. Yeah, and so we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And I think that's actually perfect. No, it isn't. It's not, but it doesn't matter. The road will look weird, but I don't know what we can do to fix it. No, I don't like that. I want that to go over there. And then I think these need to go over like 1, 2, okay, well, we can do, so you can just space these out a little bit like that. It'll look kind of weird, but we'll deal with it later. And we'll just call these part, and then we'll get rid of the grass. Yeah, and then I'll copy one of those, and we will head over into the turn prefab. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. We can paste that in there. I'm not sure where, okay. That went there, why? Oh yeah, you, okay. Let's think about this. That part, we can put you there. You can go to 0. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, and then we duplicate you. And that part, which is there, which you want you to go to. Alright, you want you to go to position 0 and position 0. And apparently this is not rotated. Nope. Wait. I'm not entirely sure why that happened. Oh, I do know why that happened. Right. So we need you here. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And now we can duplicate this, and we can find that part. Yep. Okay. Then we want to put you there. You can go to position 0 and position 0. Then rotation 0. You can look very strange, but that's fine. Position 0. What was the actual scale there? 0.05. Isn't it 0.3 by 0.1? Nope, not there. 0.3 by like 0.1. Yeah, I think that's it. And then it's like at a 45-degree angle. Yep. Wait, no. You're 0.15 and 0.4. Okay. 0.15. Whoop, sorry, 0.4. 0.15. There we go. Of course, it's not perfect, but yeah, I don't think anything is going to be. You can just sit. No, wait, actually, it's probably fine. You can sit like right there. Whoop. Something like this, something like that, and something like that. Yeah, that's roughly fine. Alright, call all of these part. Update this. I don't have my phone on me. I probably should. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. And then we can get rid of you. Perfect. Alright, so now if we go back into this, what we'll see is that there's a lot of missing pieces. That's actually fine, because we can delete this. So these are 50 by 25. So they have 5 cut off at each end, so this is like 40? I don't know, this is 25 by 40, I believe. I think that's right. Perfect. Alright. There we go. And now I think that will prevent one of the issues that we were having. Yeah, I think that looks relatively decent. We can give it a try and see what happens. Alright, cool. Yeah, I gotta do something about this. Overall, I think it looks actually fine. And yeah, I know racetracks don't normally have lanes on them, or different lanes cut out for them, unless they're like in the city or something. But shh, we're pretending. All right. So we have that. Now what we need to do is we need to redo the waypoint stuff. And I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that. So let me try to work that out as we go. So first things first, we want to just erase all of this. Alright. So what are these waypoints actually going to look like? Probably they're going to be... This is actually probably fine the way that it is. What we need to do... Oh, what, did I just move? Yeah, I did. Alright. We'll just delete that for now. This waypoint is fine where it is. Okay. What we want to do is we want to copy this, and we want to move it here. So I'm going to paste the component as new. That's fine. We can just remove you, and we can remove... Well, no, I actually want to keep you. I want to remove the waypoint component script. Let's just reset you to 0, 1, 1. Yeah, okay. So you have a width of, I don't know, 0.1? Yes, okay. Or sorry, a thickness. No, wait. Yeah, I don't know. It's 3. I'm going to say 3.25. because I actually want it to be a little bit wider than the road itself, and maybe this at 0.5. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. And then the actual like indicator for it can go down here. It can be like 3.25 or something. So that's actually 3. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's weird. I don't know why this is thicker than that is. Oh, 0.15. That's why, because I didn't type it right. Alright. So yeah, that's the waypoint. And then what we actually want is we want two other things. So this needs to have the waypoint component. Waypoint component. Yes, okay. And then we need two other game objects. One is going to be the center of the left lane, and the other is going to be the center of the right lane. I want to duplicate this, and we probably want to keep the left and right lane thing intact. 2.2.2, right, so the center of the left lane is probably about right there. Cool. And then on the left we will have, I don't know, sure, we'll have red. That's associated with left. I don't know. Actually, it should be the other way around, but never mind. Sorry, that'll be on the right. That'll be perfect. Then green? No. Sure, we'll use blue and red for no particular reason. Alright. Right lane, and then left lane. Cool. So now we have these as our waypoints. So what we need to do is we need to go in and modify this waypoint component. Basically the car is going to need to get the it's going to use the position of the left lane indicator and the right lane indicator as opposed to the, like currently it uses the center of the waypoint itself, but actually what we need to do is we need to add two public game objects. One is for the left lane, and then public game object for the right lane. And those are going to be its targets. That way it'll appear to stay in one lane. This is going to probably not destroy itself. It's going to, actually what it'll do is it'll do transform. No, it'll do vector 3. Yeah, that's what it'll do. Basically, we'll just store the vectors, and then what we'll do is we'll say for var, no, I think you have to say var transform child in what is it, transform? You can do gameObject.destroy transform.gameObject. I believe you can do that. Oh, right. In C# we actually write for each. It's nice. And it says you can convert this to a local, to a, like an auto, to a var. I don't think you actually can. I think it's lying. I think I've tried it before and it doesn't work. But yeah. So public game object left, public game object right. And so on start, actually this is not on start, this is on awake. Yeah, very early. So left lane is going to be equal to left.transform, and then right lane, sorry, not transform, it's going to be right.transform.position. And this is dot position, and I mean really these can just be transforms because no one cares. Dot position, right dot position, yeah. Okay, can do that. We'll say left marker and right marker. Not a huge difference in this. Basically, we're just doing it because we're destroying everything, and we're destroying object. We're just destroying all of the editor-specific markers just so that they're not visible. And we could set them as invisible. I don't know, I don't care for that. I'd rather just destroy them, get them gone. Okay, so I think this logic still works. So it'll be hit waypoint, game object, perfect. So the target, right. So the waypoints, so the next waypoint, target is going to be, right, we're going to have a boolean in left lane. So if we are in the left lane, it's going to be, target is going to be that, and say in left lane. So we're in the left lane, it's going to be waypoints of that dot left. Wait. Alright, because these aren't game objects, these are waypoint components. Yeah. Dot left. I think it's left lane, yes. So if we're in the left lane, we're going to target the left lane. If we're in the right lane, we're going to target the right lane. There we go. And then this is just target, so it's just target.position, because it's, oh no, sorry, target.z. And then, yeah, target.x. And I think that logic still works. So look at a game object, index of waypoint component, index of that. And then this shouldn't pass in the game object, this should pass in this, okay. And I think all of the logic still works. So, if we just put the waypoints down now, what that should do is it should target the left lane. Okay, we'll call this waypoints, points, 0. Alright, we'll just put the waypoint in there. Okay. Then we'll space them out pretty close. And then I want one waypoint on the turn itself so that the car doesn't actually like cut corners, because I don't like that. I don't think it should do that. And we'll just make sure that it kind of completes its turn there. God, I can't find the handle. Oh, right, because it's over here, because I'm dumb. Okay. And I want to do that, and then we don't want the car, once again, cutting corners. I mean, like, it's okay if it cuts it a little bit, but we don't want it, like, going crazy. Yeah, oops. I'd have these waypoints in, like, a very kind of tight formation like that. Like, after it completes the turn, it's fine. So yeah, like here, and then we don't want it to start turning until it hits, like, right there. Oh, whoop. Nope. That's kind of wonky. Really, these don't have much of an effect because a car that's like here will hit all three of them at once, but I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Might be a better system of doing this, I don't actually know. I'm very curious how they did it with Stunt Rally, actually. Wish I could go look at the source. Find out. Sure, we can do that. Then we'll have you, and then you, and then you, and then you. This is just in case the player changes lanes. It will be able to, like, parse that correctly. It'll look correct, roughly. Plus, there's basically no penalty for doing this, for having extra waypoints here. And eventually we'll want to auto generate these, but for the moment, we're gonna have to wait on that. Jeez, okay. Wish I had not made this track as long as I did. Let me just double check something. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, eventually we'll be able to auto-generate this stuff, because it's not that hard. It's just we have to point it to, we have to tell it what order the track pieces are in, and then it'll be able to figure all of this out on its own. You know what I didn't do? I did not, oh, did I really not? I didn't. Oh god. Oh, you know what I didn't do? That sucks. That sucks. What I didn't do is I didn't actually assign the prefab ahead of time. Because if I had done that and I had turned this into a prefab, then that would have worked. But since I didn't do that, it doesn't. I can't believe that. Alright. That's unfortunate. Means that we just have to do that again. You know what, I'm just gonna do like the simple version of it. I'm not gonna do the difficult version, because I can't be bothered. And we'll figure out the more ridiculous stuff later. But let's just test this to see how it works. Still do need the ones that are like right before a turn, because we don't want the car to turn early. We want it to turn later. It's just the ones that are after that you don't necessarily need. But I think this will help once it's actually targeting like a specific lane. I think it'll look a lot better. And then of course we'll have to make some control to switch lanes, but you know, that's later. Alright, so do that. I mean, that's just going to be as simple as, you know, you hit a key and it just changes the Boolean. So, shouldn't be that hard. But now that all of these are prefabs, now we can modify all of them at once. And at some point, probably later today, we'll get into adding like some UI to show like how fast you're going or something, like how much power your engine is getting. Because I do want to have it so if you bump somebody, it reduces their max speed. Like if you bump them from behind, it reduces their max speed, but it reduces your current speed. So the idea is that you can use it as a weapon if you hit someone from the side, but if they hit you from the back, it will make it easier for them to catch up. It'll make it easier for other people to catch up in the future. Because the max speed penalty will only apply to the person being hit, not the person who's doing the hit. It'll just lower their current speed, which isn't a huge penalty if you lower someone else's max speed. Because you already get your speed lowered when you hit a wall. It might also be a good idea that whenever someone hits a wall, their max speed gets lowered a little bit. And of course it'll recharge over time and stuff like that. Just to discourage people from going crazy and hitting the walls all the time. Alright, so we'll put that there, and yeah, okay. That'll work now. Okay, so the two cars, we want to wipe out their waypoints. And then I think they'll both try to go in the left lane. We'll have the red car try to go, have the Call this player car. That's not the player car, though. That's the car. It's the player car. Just call it blue car. That'll work. Red car. So the red car is going to be in the left lane. And we're going to have this. We're going to lock the selection. Then we're going to grab all of these waypoints. They should be in order. And then we're going to put it in the waypoints thingy. There. Then we're going to save. And whoops, that's not what I meant. I wanted to unlock, save. Alright, now let's see what happens. Whoa. Okay. Why did that not work? Okay. Why did that not work? So you have the component, you have the trigger, and then... why did that not work? So this got destroy, yes. This is on trigger, enter, collider, other. There should be a car. The waypoint, okay. What happened? So if we look at you, what happens to you? Did your waypoint ever change? Oh, whoops. Nope, not what we wanted to do. Want that, and then we want unpause. Whoop. So your waypoint never changed. Why did the waypoint never change? Also, interesting. Oh, did I leave? Wait, what? Why are there no waypoints? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Did I pass? Oh. Whoops. Child.game object. Whoops. That's what I meant to do. No reason that failed. Or whatever. No wonder that failed. There we go. Yeah, now we're trying to stay in one lane. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's so cool. Love that. But even if you go through the waypoint that, you know, outside of your lane, you still get credit for it, so, yeah. Okay, it didn't get credit that time. That was weird. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, if we look at the scene here, yeah. So it's actually trying to track those, okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Alright, now let's add a key to actually change which lane we want to go into. That's actually super easy to do. All we do is in input here, we say if, whoops, nope. Say if input.getKeyDown, and then I'm going to change this. So the key to accelerate is going to be W. The key to brake is going to be E. And then the key to switch lanes is going to be R. You're going to get key down, and then we're going to say is in, or no, in left lane is equal to not in left lane. That just swaps it. And so what that should do is when we hit R, that should cause us to change lanes. So we'll go here, let me brake a little bit around this turn. Okay, and then we go here. If I hit R, we'll start going to this lane, and then we hit R, go to that lane. Yeah, now we can switch lanes. I like that. Of course, we still need tons of work on the physics, but you know, one thing at a time. Alright. R, we go that way. Yeah, I can just completely go off the track. Gotta be a thing where if the waypoint gets to be like too great of an angle from you that we have to, you know, if it's greater than a 90-degree angle or something, we need to just register that as a loss. Let's go R, oh, interesting. Alright, let's brake a little bit, okay. The car appears to be completely stuck. speed, yep. Okay, I like that. Okay, and then we can change lanes. And then we will change lanes to go around the inside here. There we go, and then we'll speed up and slow down. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay, I like that. That's fun. Okay. Oops, that's the game. Alright. So the next thing I want to do is I want to add a UI thing. I want to add some UI so that we can actually see how fast we're going. So I think the way to do that is to add a canvas. Is that not right? I think that's right. So say UI, and then we want to add a canvas, right? Then I think the way that you do this is you double click on the canvas, and then you view it in this way. No. Yeah, that's how you would view it. Whoops. I don't want this in ISO. Okay, yeah, ISO. Perfect. Then we want to add say UI, say just a panel. Yep, that's fine. Just darken this a little bit, lower the opacity, or increase the opacity. That'll be fine. This will be speed panel. And then I think what we want is, there's a way to make this do that. Yeah. So, oh yeah, we want this to be, what is it? Is it scale with screen size, and then the target resolution is like 1080 by 1920 or something? No, by 720? 20 on the Y, or is it the other way, or am I crazy? So X is the wider one, yes, okay. And so this is like 100, no, so I don't know, 200 by 50? I think that'll work. And then we want it to be, I don't know, 20 from that part of the screen and 20 there. Whoops, dang it, I always do that. Okay. I think that's fine. So what will that look like in game? That'll look like that. Okay. And I kind of want sharp edges. I don't want the soft edges that they do. So another thing I want is I want a text object in here. UI text. And then this will be our controls. So this will be W for forward. And I think we're just going to set this to 50-50. Hello, what's going on? Let's go to a bold. Let's say 30. In case you're wondering, we are developing a racing game similar to LEGO Stunt Rally, because that is the game from my childhood, and I just saw an image of it yesterday, and I was like, oh, I want to develop something like that. And so I actually didn't remember the controls. It's been that long since I've played it. It's the game that came out in like 2000. But I really loved it, so I want to develop a copy of it and see if I can do that. Right now, I'm just working on the UI bit. What do I want to do? I want to scale this down, I think, at 0.7 and 0.7. Yeah, that'll work. I'll put W over here, and then the brake is going to be E. You can't watch it? Why can you not watch it? Oh, wow. Are there no scaling options? Or does it not do that? Like, I don't know how the actual, I don't know how, I was talking about scaling, like resolution. I don't know how that actually works with Twitch. If I have control of that, I've never actually seen it. Oops, that's not at all what I wanted to do. You need to be aligned to the center, friend. Oh wait, no you don't. Wait, yes you do. Pivot needs to be at half and half. Oh, that's unfortunate. From what I've heard from other people that stream, that is apparently a Twitch controlled thing. But if there's any way that I can control it, I would love to know about it. I mean, I suppose I could set the output to be lower, but I don't want to do that because then I think that will cause everything, like, I think that will cause, I don't think it can go higher. Like, if I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works. I wish I knew more about that sort of thing, but from what I've seen, I don't have control over what options are available, unfortunately. What's the actual, oh, fill. Duh. That is the fill, and then this will be a percentage of the max speed, probably. So if that's true, I also want a max speed indicator. So this needs to be duplicated. So the way that you do that, so this is the speed bar, and then this is the max speed bar. So the way that you do that is you set the fill to be completely transparent, and then you remove the actual background, and then at the fill here we duplicate this, and we call this the marker, and then we want to actually give that some opacity, make that a very dark color, like that. Yeah, make that a dark color. That we'll set the width to be maybe 5. And the height, yeah, that should be fine. And that is on fill. Position is 0. And the position is no. So when the fill changes, whoops, that also changes. But it changes scale, which I don't like. But that makes sense, because the fill is actually changing scale. So we probably want to change the width, then. That's probably fine. Just set the initial to 100%. No, I don't like that. I'd rather change the scale. As long as it's not wider than its parent, that might be fine. Marker itself, really, because that needs to be anchored there. Yeah, it needs to be anchored at there, and the position needs to be -5. That way, if the fill is at 0 scale, oops, if the fill is at position 0, unfortunately that goes beyond. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It'll indicate what it indicates. That'll be fine. Okay, so you need to do to have a what is it? A UI resource bar component. component. And so, the UI resource bar component, right. And so I think the max width is from the parent. So int, no, it's float. No, it's public float. Float max width. Then we'll say private void awake. And we'll say max width equals parent dot get. No. Also, we need to do using Unity Engine dot UI. We'll say transform dot parent dot get component. No. Get component. We want to get the rect transform, and then it is the width. No, it's the, is it the anchor? No. It is the, rect dot width? I think that's what we want. And then we would have public void set fill, and then float %. And then what it would be is our transform, rect transform, rect transform, oh whoops, rect transform equal, nope, equals get component, rect transform, okay. Transform dot anchored position dot x, no, not anchored position, dot width, no, wait, what? Let's transform, oh, dot rect dot equals new rect, then I think it is % times max width, which is the x, and then it should be rect dot, no, it should be rect transform dot rect dot height. It should be x and y. I think this is right. It doesn't like this because this is read only. Wait. It's read only, huh? Position? Where is it anchored position? The position, oh god, I can't remember. It's not position, is it? Anchor max, anchor min. Is it local scale? I thought for sure, I know it might be local scale. No, it's not local scale. It's anchor max? Or is it size delta? No, it's not size delta. Am I crazy? Is there not a way to set the width directly? This is get. That's set size with current anchors. Set size with current anchors, but all we want to do is we want to change the dot axis dot across the horizon, and then we just want to set that to max width times %, right? I think that's what we want. Then we can always say public void set target. No, actually we want, because we want this to scroll smoothly, so we actually want, say, fill target. No, just say target. No, I'll say fill target. No, target fill. Fill, and then public float. Yeah, actually that'll be fine. So what we want to do is actually we want to set that. This is going to be on a public void update. Public void update. Or private void update, I should say. What we want to do is we want to set this times the target fill. Because this is the percent, say target percent. So we want to set the target percent. Update. So this target percent, we don't want to set it to that, we want to lerp between that. So I want to say var percent equals, is it mathf dot lerp? Yeah, we want to linearly interpolate between the rect transform dot rect dot width and then the target percent by a 0.1 by 0.10. So we want to interpret between our current and our target by 10%. And then we want to set it to, not parent, God, I can't type today, percent. Parent, percent, yes. And then we want to set our size on the horizontal axis to whatever percent we just said. And so the target percent, what am I doing? We don't need this. This is, no, completely irrelevant. Okay. Right. Now, we need a way to specify what, we need a way to update this, basically. And of course the target percent is going to be max width. So basically it goes to 100. Well, no, we don't want to say goes to 100. How do we pull from the actual car? That's what I'm not fully understanding. I think we can do that with a struct. So let's just call this resource, oh god, no. Just call this resource updater. Updater, yes. And we can get rid of all of this, because my theory is that we can do this with a struct. This, do that. We don't need to call this a mono behavior. We just need to have a public game object, say target, and then I think we can have an enum in here. Let's say public enum resource, and then we could say car speed. But we don't want to do that. We actually want another struct, and we want instances of that struct. No. What we need is we don't want that. No, we need a oh god, what is it? What are they called? They're called scriptable objects, right? I think we need that to make this easier. Because I think, yeah, actually. So we make this a class, create a scriptable object, right? And then I think it's create, it's create asset menu, and then its menu is equal to resource updater. And so this is a target. So I have a game object that's the target. Then it'll have a public void or public virtual void update. Yeah, that's fine. Then we'll have the game object, which is the target. I'm trying to think of how this is going to work. It'll have the UI resource bar component bar. Alright, so we'll do that. Or no, actually just on update, because we already have our target. So we don't need that. Yeah, okay. Then I think from here we can call bar.set. No. Wait. Why can we not call bar.setFill? Oh yeah, bar.target%. Okay, we can just change it. Yeah, bar.target%. .target%. Yeah, okay. So now, if we create a new folder, resource updaters. So what we can do is we can move this into here. That's fine. I don't care. And then Control-C, Control-V. Then we can say speed, which is the speed resource updater. And then here we just grab this. We grab that. Resource updater / speed. And then this is going to be a car. And what we're going to say is we're going to say bar dot. Oh, but that's not going to work either. Oh, that's annoying. Because this, we need an individual one of these per car. So actually the struct is probably the way to go. Yeah. Struct is probably the way to go then. I don't know if structs can inherit, but we're going to find out. So we'll have this, we'll have the target. We'll just call this a struct. And can you do that? Virtual is not a valid. Oh, you can't have virtual components on structs. I guess that makes sense. Structs implement an interface. So if we turn this into an interface, you then can't have target. That might actually be fine. We can grab that. Whoops, no, we don't want to do this. Never mind. What we want to do is we want to go here. We want to call this an interface. So things I don't know about C#. Whether or not structs can implement interfaces. So if they can, we can do game object target. We can say update. Oh, wait. No, what am I doing? God, I can't type today. That really this problem is really throwing me off, and I don't know why. We can say void update, and then we can say say resource bar, or UI resource bar component bar. Okay. Now, can this do resource updater? Is that allowed? Does not. That's fine. I actually don't care about that. Quick actions in refactoring, implement interface. This, quick actions, implement interface. That appears to be valid. That's very interesting. So if we just return, say, target here, and then all we have to do is we just say target, so we'll say say car, controller component, and then we'll cast the target to that, and we will just, well actually, we don't even have to do that, we just do that. So we don't even need a target. Okay, that's fine. So we don't even need a target. Alright, we just get rid of that. We'll just say target get dot. But it's not going to be smart enough to know. Oh my god, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to be smart enough to know that it needs to. Oh, that's so annoying. That's just so annoying. This whole thing is not going to work. I just want a way to update this easier. I mean, I can do it with a game object, but that's really stupid. That's just really stupid. God, this is just so stupid. I hate this so much. Of course, resource updater. This pisses me off so much. So annoying. So yeah, it doesn't do anything, no one cares. Right, update resource, sure. Then this one can just, oh wait, this is the speed one, so this actually needs to be here. Yeah, and this is just an override of the resource updater, there we go. And this is the speed resource updater. And the target we can't redeclare. So what we're gonna say is car controller component of target. I'm going to say bar dot target percent is equal to this dot speed, I think, yeah. Target.get component. Yeah, that's probably fine. And I mean, I guess we don't even need the target. This doesn't help. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. So stupid that Unity does this. Yeah, I get what they're trying to do, it's just stupid. Alright. Because the problem is the parameters have to be locked in at runtime. Right. Yep. Alright, so in theory that should work. No. Alright. Key. Just say E. Then, 2. Say label W, and F2, label break, yeah, there we go. Alright, and then here we will have the UI resource updater component. Sorry, that's not going to be there. That's going to be on the UI, nope. UI resource updater component, yeah, there we go. Target percent is 0, and then the rect transform we don't have to set because it'll get set automatically. Yeah. So this will be at 90. So the parent is at 180, that's perfect. So it'll shrink down to 0 at the beginning, and what we'll add is a resource updater. And that actually the resource bar needs to have a resource updater in it. Here we will say public resource updater. And then here we will say resource updater dot update resource. This say if well, actually no, we want that to crash if it doesn't have one. Actually, we don't want this to be a resource updater. We want this to be a speed resource updater. Yeah. And so we will target the blue car, because that's the player car, and then we'll move this into here. It's so dumb, but we will do it anyway. Move the event system into there, and in theory, this should just work. Oh, well, that's not quite right, but, you know. Why is that going like that? Because it's not a percentage of the max speed. That's why. Divided by car.max speed. Is that how you would do that? Because that'd be 1 over 2. I think it's actually, max speed is 2, the current speed is 1, that would be 1. So no, it is 1 div 2. Yes, okay. So now that should be running, now that should be giving that back as a percent. So it should be working now. Yes, so we're going 50%, now we're going, yeah, there we go. Now we can break down to there, and then we can go here to our maximum speed. Yeah. Go max speed, and then go back down. Yep. Max speed, and then, yeah, false. Okay. I like that. So this will go between there. Okay, let's actually go at a slower pace. That's not a valid number. Let's go 10 times slower than that, just to get the kind of thing we need. Yeah. All right. So we can go as fast as we want. Okay. There you go. Max speed. Alright, that goes too slow. It's 0.05. It's probably about right. Oh, whoops. Click that. W, increase our speed, and then it goes all the way back to minimum. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Max speed, and then, yeah. It even has trouble controlling it. That's funny. It, like, really does have trouble. Kind of want to brake a little bit more. Yeah. Alright, I kind of like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now, with the max speed thing, that's going to be like a static value. So, I mean, we could make a speed resource updater, I mean, we could make a max speed resource updater. What? No. Let's say a max speed resource updater. Yeah. And then this will just return the car, not speed over max speed, but just the car.max speed over car.max speed for the moment. Or no, car.min speed. Actually, we'll make this the min speed updater. Which should be constant, but never know. No, it will be constant, but we won't know it as we won't know it before the car is actually created. So this is the indicator, and then this will be a UI resource bar component. And all of that is fine, and then we will have the min speed resource updater. We will target the blue car, and then we will put this in there, and that should just give us like the min speed of the car, like an indicator where the it doesn't. Why does it not? Why was that not updated? Update return car.min speed over car.max speed. Why did that not work? Oh, I know why. Because these are on the wrong thing. Really, it needs to go on the fill. Right, so there we go. UI resource updater component, and then this is the min speed resource updater. Okay, and so this means that we target the blue car, and then we target this. Okay, now we know what our minimum speed is, so we can actually lower our car to its minimum speed, and we can use W to increase it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Increase to max speed. Yeah, it really has trouble. It really has trouble with that. That's funny. Alright. Alright, there we go. Lower our speed around that corner. Yeah, I think the braking is not good enough. I think the acceleration needs to be like 3.5 and the braking needs to be like 5. Did I edit the red car or the blue car? I edited the blue car. That's fine. Alright, so we accelerate and then we brake, and then accelerate and brake a little bit, accelerate and brake, accelerate, brake, accelerate, brake, accelerate, I want to brake, accelerate, yeah, there we go, perfect. Brake around these corners, yeah. Cool. Alright, so basically what we need is we need the steering to, like the steering control to increase and decrease based on the car's speed. So I want to do something with that. Because like, yeah, it should be easier to turn a car that is moving at a, yeah, it turns too fast in my opinion. There's got to be a way to fix that. Like I know how the turning works. It rotates the actual car, which I'm not a huge fan of. But let's go on the outside lane. Yeah, there we go. Wow, very narrow void. Maybe it'll look better maybe it'll look better once we add like the turning animation and stuff. The wheel turning, I mean. Also might be that we need to add the force at the front wheels. That might make it look better. If we turn it around the front wheels, that might be better as well. I don't know. Okay, if we go to the car, and then we look at adding the force at the point. Because I think you can do rigid body dot add force at position. So this will apply a torque and a force. So would it be better to apply that at like the position of the front wheels? Let's go into the car and actually do that. So we go here, and then we create a new, let's say, create empty, and then call this the force point, right? So this should be roughly there. I think we want that like right there. And so if we apply the force there, it'll basically have like front wheel drive, effectively. And yeah, I think that might work. Oh, but this doesn't have the car controller. Why doesn't this have the car controller component? That seems not right. Let's go back here. So we go into main. We have the car here. We also need to get out of isometric mode because that rendering is not helping us. Right, so now do you get you get the force point. But yeah, we don't have that component. Yeah, apply it to the car prefab. And this is the player car, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, interesting, okay. So that got moved up. Oh, you just got a second one. Okay, I understand now. Remove that. Okay. So this one is the player car, and then it needs a max speed of 11, acceleration of 4, braking of 5. Yeah. And so the rotation speed, okay. That needs to change based on how much, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that needs to change based on how fast the car is going. But I do want this to be add force at points. We'll say public. I mean, we'll need to fix this, like all of this nonsense eventually. We'll say transform force point. Need to fix all this nonsense eventually, but for now, we'll just do prototype. We'll just do some prototyping with it. Say add force at position. Add relative force. Huh. Adds a force that is relative to its coordinate system. I thought we were already doing that. Huh. Alright, we'll have to look into that. So we'll say add force at position. So if we add the force at so it's velocity, and then it's the position. So that is the force point dot position, and then what are force modes? Dot acceleration. Continuous to the rigid body, ignoring its mass. Not what we want. Just a random force, a velocity change. An instant velocity change, no. An impulse, sure. What's the default? Does it say? If I go into you, what is your default? Default value force mode dot force. Oh, really? Okay. So if we add an impulse, what happens? This is going to be very interesting indeed. We go to prefabs, we go to car. If we add this to be the force point, and we add... Oh, you don't have a rigid body by default. That's interesting. Did you, by chance... No, you got... Oh, you don't have a rigid body, though. Yeah, you do. Did your force point? Yeah, your force point got set. Okay. So now what happens? Whoa. Okay. That, is completely unexpected. So you have a rigid body. You have a rigid body. No reference exception. What's no referencing? Wait. Did you lose your waypoints? You didn't. No, you didn't. Wait. Next waypoint. Not left lane, not right lane. Wait, what? Why did you seem to lose your waypoints? Oh, you did lose your waypoints. You just didn't tell me. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so I think we've discovered that impulse is not what we want. I think that's fair to say. Put those there. Yeah. Okay, I want to unlock this, and I want to go back to Visual Studio, unless we need to change whatever power we're applying? No, I think we're fine. Sure, let's just, try that. See if that changes anything. So something's broken. What's broken? That references, right, a car component that doesn't exist. It is unfortunate that this breaks everything. Alright, so here, the actual fill, so the car is the blue car, and here, the car is the blue car. Okay. Now this works. Alright. so we increase this. I don't know if that's any better. Let's brake around this corner. Cool. And then we go a little bit fast, and we brake. We go fast, and then we brake. Alright. We can change that lane. Okay. Go quick, and then we brake around this corner. Spin out around that corner, that's fine. Brake there, yep. Okay. So I think what we need to do now is the car, the public float effective rotation speed. No, actually, just need a max rotation speed. Min rotation speed. So I'll say that the max is probably going to be 180, because like that's insane. And then the minimum is probably going to be like 80 or something. We'll say 90. And then the rotation speed is actually determined every single frame by the min versus max speed. So on private void awake, we're going to say that the speed is equal to the min speed. Then we're going to say that the rotation speed is equal to the min rotation speed. And then on each frame, we're going to say that the rotation speed is equal to the min speed divided by, the speed divided by the max speed. So whatever speed you're going as a percentage of the max rotation speed. No. It's the max rotation, so it's the range. It's the max rotation speed minus the min rotation speed, so that's the range. And it's that times the current speed divided by the max speed. So if you're going minimum speed, okay. With min rotation speed, that times that, and then all of that, the minimum rotation speed, plus that, and I think that's right. This times the range, so if you're going max speed, you are, no, it's the max rotation speed minus. So basically, if you're going maximum speed, this, wait, why do you not like that? Oh, because I didn't spell rotation right. Yeah, max rotation speed. So basically, if you're going maximum speed, so this will be max speed over max speed, which is 1, which will be times that range, which is the range from the max to the min. So basically you'll be subtracting, or no. You would want to be, no, you actually want to be adding. So yeah, you'd want to be adding times the range. Because if you're going, no wait, you would, yeah. You'd be subtracting the full range, which would give you the min speed. Yes. That should be correct. So your max rotation speed, current rotation speed is that. That's fine, that can actually just be zeroed out. Yeah, okay. yeah, we're super accurate. Yeah, so we can really turn around these corners if we're going slow enough. But here, you see the car can just barely turn. It's crazy. Oh wow, it really can't turn. Okay, let's see what the actual numbers are doing. As we increase the, oh wow, the rotation speed's actually going way lower than I want it to. Okay. So this math is wrong. It's speed divided by the max speed. So that would be 1 times the max rotation speed minus the minimum rotation speed. That should be the range though. So if the range... Why does that math work out that way? So the rotation speed is 90. So the rotation speed is 116. Why is it 116? It shouldn't be going down that fast. Like right here, it really should be closer to like... So the current speed is 4/11. It's taking away... Oh, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, the rotation speed's too low. So the current speed is 11. It should be... Huh. I don't know why that's not working. Okay. So, rotation speed is the maximum rotation speed minus the difference. So it's minus the difference, but so this is 180. Then it would be minus, be 1 times 180 minus 90, right? So why is that not yielding 90? Why is that yielding 0? Or why is that why is that yielding something? Yeah, why is that not working? This is 1/2. That's 50%. Why is that not yielding the right number? Okay, so the initial speed is that. Okay, so if we do this, so our current speed is 4.5, our max speed. Alright, so if I open the calculator. Alright, let's look at this. Let's try to do some math. So I think this is wrong. So this is 4/11 times that, okay. And so the difference between the maximum speed and the minimum speed is 90. So it should be 180 minus 32 should be our current speed, but instead, that's not quite right. So if we say plus 107, that only gives us 140. So why does it think our maximum rotation speed is 140? Am I just dumb? I might just be dumb. Okay. Let's say speed. It should be speed over max speed. Okay. Then we'll plus this. Yep, see. This plus that. Plus that. Okay. What am I doing wrong? I am doing this wrong. Oops. I know there's a way to do not the encoding, but like the formatting. Yeah, okay. So in theory, should be able to see speed here. What's that? Alright. If we do this, because we didn't change anything. Oops, we do this. And we say, therefore, rotation speed is that. Okay. It's going to log a ton of stuff, but give us a good sort of indicator as to why it's thinking what it's thinking. Okay. So, did I click min speed? Is that what happened? Min speed. Min rotation speed. That's what it is. Control C, what is it? What is the comment thing? Alright, that's probably it. Okay. And then what is our rotation speed at? It's still pretty high around these curves, even at like 80. Yeah. Yeah, let's just lower it to like 100. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, it's actually a little bit lower than it was previously. Okay. So really what we need is rather than being the speed over the max speed, it's like the speed over like the max speed minus the min speed or something? No. Because really, it's the range between the speed minus the min speed and the max speed minus the min speed. Because that's like, yeah, it's the range between the speed minus the min speed. So that's how far over you're going, and then this is min speed. So I think this will actually make it yield like 100% for that. Yeah, so for minimum speed, we actually have 180 degrees of turning capability, yeah. So we do this, then we really need to, yeah, lower it here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I kind of like that. Brake, okay. Go super fast, and then we brake to make these turns. We want to really, like, switch lanes. There we go. Oh boy. Alright. Maybe not have it be quite so crazy, but yeah. Alright. So the min speed on the blue car really should be like 110 or something, just so that it can still make those curves. Yeah. The blue car, yeah. I also probably want to lower the min speed to like 5 or something. Alright, there we go. Because I don't want the player going too slow, because that's kind of boring. It really has trouble with the higher speeds keeping control. Alright. We do want to have it so you brake going around the corners. We really don't want you coming to a complete stop. That's what I don't like. Min speed maybe needs just to be 5. And the same is probably true of the red car. Min speed probably 5, and then probably 11, and then, yeah. Probably more fair. right. Probably want to brake a little bit around the corners. Awesome. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, perfect. I like that. Yeah, we do need to do a thing where if it spins, like if it gets, you need to do a thing where if the angle to the next waypoint becomes more than like 90 degrees or something, or maybe it's 180 degrees, you just like respawn. Like it just considers that you've just spun off the tracks. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just take this, yep. Alright, slow down. Go forward, then brake. And then change lanes through here. Oh, well, that actually gets you to hit the wall. Okay, that's not good. And then here, and then change lanes. And then speed up, slow down. Okay. Okay, it's kind of fun. It would be nice to have some numbers, though. Maybe. I don't know. Think about it. I actually think that this needs to be closer to 200. And I think this like needs to be 100. So really, if you're going at like super high speed, you know, you can't really turn as well. So yeah, like something like that, yeah. But yeah, if you're going low enough speeds, you can. Yeah, you really need to like, yeah, mess with that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm not sure how we're going to get the AI to actually work, but, you know, probably from, like, the angle to the next waypoint, maybe, is how it'll determine whether it should brake or speed up. Probably? Or maybe no, it'd have to be the angle. Alright. So let's check out how to actually make the AI work. So I think we need to calculate the look rotation to this. So we'll just say, we'll have an expression defined member and say public void, well, it'll be a public float target position. No. Sorry, public vector 3 target position equals this nonsense. Okay. Then we're not even going to worry about that. We'll just say target position. We'll just say target waypoint. Point. Yep. No. Yeah, that'll be fine. Well, no, it'll just be target waypoint. No, well, we want to cache that, yeah. So it'll be target, var target equal target waypoint, yeah. So basically what we want to do is we just want to get, well, never mind. Just copy this. No, I won't. what I want to do is I want to copy this, basically. And then the AI will compute the target rotation. So what we want to say is if target rotation dot... so this is the rotate towards. So no. Wait. I think we say if... So this is the look rotation, but this is not the angle between. So isn't it quaternion dot angle between? Dot angle causes... creates a rotation. No, angle. Returns the angle in degrees between two rotations A and B. So if we said the target rotation between transform dot rotation, and if we have dot no, it's is it quaternion dot clamp? No, is it a clamp? No. Because this isn't going to return necessarily the smallest rotation. So, basically, if this is between 45, if this is less than, so say if this is less than, no, if it's greater than 90 and less than 270, yeah, so our angle is equal to that. If angle, so if it's less than, no, if it's greater than 90 or angle greater than, or less than, no, greater than 90 or less than 270, I believe, then, or wait, what am I doing? Why am I computing the angle? No, that's right, yeah. So that's the angle between them, and if the angle is, I would say, less than 30 or greater than 300, then we'd want to accelerate, or no? Oh, okay, 15, and then 3, that's probably fine. Then what we'd want to do is we'd want to say speed is equal to this. Otherwise, we do braking. Else we brake. This should cause it to brake around turns. Say public accelerate, public void accelerate. It should cause this. Should say public void brake. Here we'll do accelerate, and here we will do brake. Okay, and then here we will do accelerate, and here we will do brake. That way, yeah. So what it'll say is if is player car, then we want to handle input, otherwise we want to run the AI. Something like that, yeah. And this, we just do that, okay. That should be fine. That should work. So this should cause the AI to accelerate a little bit. So yeah, now it's going to accelerate. Yeah, it's going to crash into the wall. Okay, it's going to just spin out completely. That's fine. That's fine. It's just going to go all over the tracks. Oh, that's amazing. The AI. It's just crashing into everything. Oh boy, that's funny. Um, let's say, and speed less than, and let's say speed, over max speed, um, is less than, say, zero point 0.3 or 0.6, 0.67. That way it'll never go more than 2/3 of its speed, because honestly, it can't really control itself past that. Um, so yeah, if the angle is greater than, oh no, wait, if it's less than 15 or greater than that, then we want to accelerate. Otherwise, we want to brake. I think the logic was also just not working at that point. So we do that, that's not valid, that's valid. Yeah, that way it'll never go faster than 2/3 speed. Because honestly, if it's going faster than 2/3 speed, it's probably not good. Should try to accelerate here. It's not really trying to brake that much. It's crazy how derpy the AI is. To be fair, it really can't brake as much as we can, so really its braking should be like 6. And yeah, it should start at like 5 or something. It also doesn't have as good of turning as we do, so max rotation speed should be like 200 over like 110. It's really, it needs a little bit of a buffer there, like 120. Definitely needs to be able to take curves a little bit better. Oh, jeez. Love how the AI just really can't. Just can't. It's just terribly funny. I mean, it doesn't have any higher max speed than we do. It's just slightly better at turning. Oh boy. We can't turn either, apparently. Yeah. So yeah, let's, wait, does it ever go max speed? Because it looked like it was. So what max speed does it ever reach? No, it does reach max speed. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay. So yeah, it really shouldn't be doing that. Otherwise it'll break. Else if, so actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a function, no, a boolean, bool is in angle, straight is going straight. Well, it is going straight, and that's going to be defined to be some angle within that. Do we even need this to be like that? Yeah, we do. We need an expression defined over there. So if we are going straight, else if not is going straight. If we're not going straight, otherwise we just maintain our speed. We don't want to do anything. Yeah. So basically if our speed is greater than, yeah, okay, that's probably fine. That way it should never accelerate to full speed, even though technically it could. Yeah, it always accelerates to 0.7 and then stops. So we can actually accelerate much faster than it can. Okay. Is it just maintaining maximum acceleration? Is that all it's doing? No, it does brake a little bit. It just does it very late. Okay. So yeah, the extra turning rate is actually helping it. Whoops, we want to be on the inside lane here. Close, okay, cool. Okay, we want to do this. We want to swap lanes here, not there. And we want to swap lanes again. Slow down, okay. Swap lanes, go on the inside, swap lanes again. Oh god. Okay. Okay, I like that. The AI, maybe it needs to be not 0.67, but 0.8. That way it can never go like 80% faster than its fastest. We might even be able to reduce its control. That way it'll have a little bit less control around turns. Unfortunately, it does not control very well around that turn. And also maybe just having it such that hitting the wall at a certain speed just causes you to die immediately. That's a possibility as well. Or maybe too many head-on collisions with the wall. Because like this, really your car should just be destroyed there. Maybe if you hit the wall going higher than 90% speed, it just kills you. It's probably fair. That way the AI would never die to that? I don't know. Maybe? I do kind of want to put a couple more cars on, just to see what happens. Just for the chaos. Just for the chaos of it. I think it'd be hilarious. Alright. Let's put another blue car. So we'll duplicate the red car. Then we'll put that there. We don't want to put that right there. So let's take the last waypoint and then just move that a little bit. Yeah, and then we have the other red car. I don't want that. This up here. Let's take the other red car. Let's make a like a yellow car. We can grab these. We don't want this one. We don't want that. We don't want you. Nope. We want you. We just don't want. No, we want you. We just don't want you, and we don't want you. And we don't want you, and we don't want you, though it'll hardly matter. Wait, I think we have you. Yeah, okay. Then what we want to do is we want to go to materials. Let's add a white car. Yeah, that's cool. Then this is the white car. Then let's duplicate that. Then we'll make a, I don't know, green car? Nah, I'm afraid the green car will blend in too much. Say yellow car. So I think that's the only other color we have. So grab all the parts, deselect that, deselect that, deselect that, deselect that, and deselect that and that. We don't need you. Nope. You, we don't need this. Yeah, there we go. I think we have everything car. Alright. Let's watch the chaos. Oh boy. Oh, that's amazing. Oh jeez, they're all going in the same lane. Oh, I love it. It's so funny. Oh my god. Pass you, and then we can, yeah, turn a little bit, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, but we do want to brake around these corners, and yeah, now we want to accelerate. Alright, so good driving does just put you ahead of the AI. Alright. That, I think the white car actually needs to be, needs to run in the other lane. Needs to be in the right lane. Yeah. Now let's see. Just destroys you, that's funny. So yeah, basically if it's too far, like if the angle is too far, it will slow down. Want to be in the other lane? No, we don't. Want to be in this lane, yeah. Switch lanes. Nope. Nope. Alright. Speed up. Stop here. Switch lanes. Oh god, it's beating me. Oh god. It's amazing. I mean, it can't go as fast as we can. Swap lanes. Oh god. We're stuck on the wall. Okay, I don't know how we fix this. Yeah, this should just kill you, I think. If you get like clipped on the wall like that. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like certain areas in the game that will just kill you, like trees or something. And like near the wall it'll just be like surrounded with trees, and so the trees will just kill you. Basically that way, if you drive too far out of bounds, you just die. Like you don't get clipped on a wall or something. Because like this, like there's nothing you can do with that. Yeah, that's funny. I like that. Oh jeez. Oh, the driving there is amazing. Curious where the white car is. I think it's gonna lap us at some point. It's just that good. Yeah, it's gonna lap us. That's amazing. It's just so derpy. Alright. Let's see if we can slow down a little bit. Alright, and take these curves. Oh, jeez. Alright. So we got through that. I mean, really, it needs to slow you down when you get off the road. But yeah. I think I know how to do that. I think I know a way to do that, basically. But it's going to probably lower your max speed when you do that. Or it'll lower your current speed. Well, it can't lower your minimum speed because then you could technically... the problem is that if the minimum speed goes too low, you can technically stop, and I don't like that. So maybe it's you can only go your minimum speed when you're on the grass, and you just get like heavy increased turning. Yeah, the white car, we still can't catch up to it. Yeah, but it definitely seems to be doing a little bit better than everybody else. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, so I have been doing this for about 2... Was I invisible? I am invisible, hooray. Okay, yeah, I've been doing this for about 2 hours. There we go, the camera fixed itself. Yeah, doing this for about 2 hours, and I'm a bit tired at the moment, and I kind of want to have lunch, so I'm gonna go do that. I'll probably be back later. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.